Hi everyone, this is Mike here, and today I will be showing you some tricks with SQL map that might be interesting in your computer hacking journey. So I want to show you how hackers can be able to gain web shells using SQL map. And please remember, do not do anything stupid on the websites that do not belong to you or the systems that you don't have authority to pen test. So please, as a legal disclaimer, do not try anything wrong with these skills, because YouTube, Facebook, all these main platforms, if you publish such information or you do that, then we will be victim of circumstance. So now I just had a chance to gain a vulnerability in one of the websites here. So now the website belongs here. So we have seen that this website has got some problems here. Let me try to check, because on some parts of this website, then you can be able to find that the website is actually vulnerable to SQL injection. Even in 2022, we still have such websites. And then if you can do that, then you can see that this C# website has got some problems. Now it's time for us to do some tests so we can be able to see how you can get web shells using SQL map from Kali Linux. This is Kali Linux 2022.4. So this is the latest version. So now we can, what I did was to have this SQL map right here. So I did, yes, we can check for the DBS so that you can be able to see that this is actually vulnerable. Yes, so we can be able to identify databases right here, but this is not where we are going. Now we want to see how we can get web shells, that is OS shell and SQL shell, be able to run remote SQL queries against this database. Remember, this is Microsoft SQL Server, so you can be able to, if you are familiar with the SQL, the structured query language, it can be easier for you to be able to query this database. So now for us to see, I just wanted to go for OS shell so that we can be able to see how we can remotely run the Windows commands against this server. Now we can be able to check if we can be able to see whether we can be able to find the shell right here. This can lead you to finding the MetaBreeder shell in order to gain permanent remote access from this system. So let's try to see, and then we will run some of the Windows commands that you know, so that we can prove that we are running a web shell using SQL map. So let's wait a while and then see whether it will lead us to that place. So we will be waiting in order to see. Right, so we are in now. So what we can do is to try to check. I've seen that I've got the problems with my microphone, so please you will excuse me, but I will I will try to make sure that this I replace this microphone. Now we are on the OS shell, so what we can do is ipconfig, so that you can be able to see some of the commands that you can be able to run here. So if you are clever enough, you can test your pivoting skills, because what you can do, you can see that this is the local IP address, and this is another local, basing yourself with the adapters that are available on the server. So what you can do is to try to ping here, so that you can be able to check whether you can be able to see other computers on the local network. So these are some of the things that you can do from the red team side of things. So let's wait a while and then try to see whether maybe there is a router here, or there is a Cisco device. Yes, okay, there is no available host, but you can see the actual concept, because we are not compromising them now. I'm just showing you how you can apply these skills through the presence of these web shells. Now what you can do is to check net user in order to see available users here. So now you can see that these people are the ones that are administering this server. So if you are clever enough, again, what you can do is to try to make passwords in relation of these people. You can use your OSINT skills and then check who is this person, which is this company, what are potential employee names, like that. So this is one of the useful techniques that you can be able to use. If you can net start, then minus, and then try to see, so you can be able to see the connections that are made by this server now. So this is very useful in penetration testing or in ethical hacking journey. So I think it is critical that you know, if you like this technique, then you can establish your own lab in order to see how you can be able to check your red team skills right here. So from there we can exit and then try to use the SQL shell. So the SQL shell allows you to run arbitrary MySQL query or the SQL queries against this database. So which means if you have it is more like you are using MySQL relational database system, but you are on the SQL map. So this is one of the most critical things as a penetration tester to be able to use. So let's see. Right, so so I just wanted us to be able to see whether we can be able to use the SQL shell right here. Right, so now what we can do is to use the SQL shell. So okay, sorry, so let's see whether we can be able to gain a. Now we are on the SQL shell now. So what we can be able to check, let's say we know the table names here, we can see the databases. Then if we have this LHDA, let's check. Okay, so we can run select queries, select all from LHDA dot users if there are tables like this, so we can be able to see whether something like so. So we don't have such a table. What we can do is to try to check. So we can table users. Okay, unable to retrieve column names for table users. But if there is an error on this table or in the configuration of this database management, then you can be able to retrieve all the information or insert the other information. So gaining access like this helps the hackers and penetration testers in their red team journey. If you like this video, guys, please subscribe, like these videos, so this will make me make more content. Thank you very much.